when you want to bring pollinators to your yard, the kind of plants you have really matters. And so Ciscoe is the gardener with all the right plants. And I have to ask, you are passionate about the important role pollinators play in our ecosystem because they really are saving the world, right?
Yeah, you know, all our food, all the food we eat except for fish and cows and things like that, all have to be pollinated. If they're not, we have no food.
I'm so verklempt by talking about this. Sorry. Actually, in preparation for this, I asked my device at home that sits there, I won't say her names because I don't want to activate yours, what would happen if all the bees died, and just ask. Okay, so the types of gardens that attract bees and butterflies, there are two kinds. You say ornamental versus strictly native plants. What is the difference?
Well, native plants attract pollinators, a lot of them do. But if you only have a garden with nothing but native plants, and nothing against native plants, I have a lot of them in my garden.
I believe you do.
But the ornamentals, if you have a big, wide selection of ornamentals, studies are showing that you attract a lot more pollinators, a lot more beneficial insects that eat the bad bugs. You're attracting a lot more bugs. Even birds now are finding more of them are moving to the city than the forest.
Because of the plants.
There's more to eat.
Well, there you have it. All right, let's talk color. What is a bee's favorite color?
Blue.
Blue?
Blue. They love blue. Now, they'll go to any color.
Right.
But blue is their favorite.
I had no idea. And so this little thing here is a pollinator?
But you know what that is?
What is that?
That's out of Mary's side of the garden. Don't tell her.
Dude, I don't want to be accomplice to this. Why you make me an accomplice? Mary, I'm sorry.
This is a Ceanothus victoria. It's 8 feet by 8 feet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so she won't miss it.
Yeah, and this is almost done. It's been blooming for months. And the whole plant is covered with these blue flowers.
How does the bee get its little thing in this tiny little flower?
Boy, they're all over it every day. I had to whisk them off to cut this and bring it in.
Thank you for risking your life, both with the bees and Mary.
And the whole bush, there's so many bees on it, just people walk on the other side of the street going by. They're scared, you know.
Sorry, you always bring the bugs to my studio,
I know.
too.
I saw so many bugs on this table. I couldn't believe it.
Okay, it's fine. That's spiders there. I'm here. Okay. So what other plants? Like I see all these beautiful poppies here. Like how do we start a pollinator garden?
Well, you know what? The key thing is everybody should have one in their garden because the bees are suffering. They don't have enough food.
Okay.
You know, farmers plant one crop now. They used to grow a whole variety.
They used to. You're right.
So if you just put in some nice perennials, make a little. I call it a mixed border. So put a couple of little evergreen trees that aren't going to get too big. Couple of maybe a little Japanese weeping maple, and then fill in around them with lots of cool perennials. You know. I walked around. You remember when we showed these on TV?
I do. I remember that.
Iceland poppies. You know what the bees do? They get in the pollen. You can see all those stamens, and they roll around in it.
I bet they do. They're like,
so cool to watch. Oh, they're just covered with pollen. Here's a funny one. So this is evergreen penstemon right here, and I was hummingbirds.
How pretty is that?
This is so full.
It's perfect for the hummingbird's little beak.
Yeah.
It fits right in.
But one time I was watching them and no hummingbird would go in. And I'm like, why aren't you going in there? Then I looked close. There was a big fat bumblebee butt sticking out of every flower. I wouldn't put my beak in there either.
Occupado. Okay, let's talk. If we're going to talk about pollinators, we also have to talk about pesticides because those are like deadly to bees. So what pesticides should you not be using if you're going to plant pollinators?
Well, you know, in my garden, I don't use any pesticides. I use a little neem oil, which is special oil made, you know, and some soap maybe, something like that. Most of the bugs I blow off with a powerful spray of water or use El Kabatsky. That's a very satisfying. But yeah, if you use a full spectrum pesticide to get rid of a bug, so many of the pollinators can be killed so easy with that. Look at that cool bug right there.
I know, I see that bug too. All the beautiful bugs and pollinators here today. All right, well, Ciscoe is sharing all of his favorite pollinating plants with us. We've got a list, or he's got a list, so you can take it right to your favorite garden store and say, hey, Ciscoe told me to buy these.
Oh, and they'll be beautiful too.
And they'll have lots of bugs as well. So just go to our website and you'll find the full list. Thank you, Ciscoe.
Oh la la.
Oh la la. And thank you for joining us. It's great gardening weather, so head out there. Thank you for spending time. And also check our website for more of our content. You can always send us an email to share your thoughts, but most important, don't forget to enjoy your new day. We'll see you next time.